Good morning. It's Monday, July 4th, 2022. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice Baguazhang. We have a new series starting this morning. Bagua literally means 8 gua or trigrams, 8 trigrams. These 3 lines in various combinations are gua. And picture is it's a line picture. That's what it means. Baguazhang refers to the palm. Zhang is palm. So we have Taiji chuan, fist. Xingyi chuan, fist. Baguazhang, palm. So we pay a lot more attention to what the hand is doing as it's open, not closed. Couple of things that we're going to review this morning. So review in that I've already produced a couple of videos on the fundamentals for Babwa. Since we're starting, I'm going to cover those again right now. And we're going to start a few exercises, warm-up exercises to help build up the waist, turn waist, as well as develop a little bit more flexibility through the hip so that as we're moving, we go up and down, as we're moving, we have a better range of movement. Right? Part of that is something that I want to do because there's some things that I still expect to be doing. And I need to get a little bit more strength in my legs, a little bit more flexibility in my hips, so we're going to work on that. The waist and the ability to turn through the waist is important for all of the arts. It doesn't matter what kind of art you're practicing, it's important for everything. It's important for Taiji and Xingyi in particular, and it is essential for Bagua because we're turning. That circle walking, that is, again, one of the fundamentals in Baguazhang, being able to walk the circle. So we're going to cover that. We're going to cover basic palm change, and we're going to get started with these exercises, right? Okay, so, hang on, I'm going to turn this on. It doesn't help all that much, but it takes away a shadow back in there. Alright, so, basic stretch. We've been doing this. I do this every day. What we're going to do different is outward and inward. Feet about shoulder width apart. Bend the knees, open the arms, wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers. Shoulders down and relax, pull up through the crown of the head, pull up through the back, hold through the center. Hand circle to the front, back around to both sides, up along the center line. Stretch out, bend the knees. Again. Keep your knees bent as you reach out over the legs. That extension over the legs is what we're looking for. Pull up through the center. Fingertips reach up. And elbows drop down. And we're going to keep going. Fingertips drop down. Follow your fingertips. Keep going. And stretch out. Bend the knees. Arch through the back as you come up. And again. Roll down. Same as we roll up, we want to roll down. Reach out. One more. extend. And we've got one more set. Stretch up. Turn to your right. Reach out over the leg, bend the knees. And to the other side. One up. Turn again. Turn through the hip and through the waist. Keep the knees bent. One more time. Come to center. Turn to your left. Make the circle. Turn through the hip. Keep the knees bent. Don't block the knees. One more time. And come back to center. Elbows drop down, wrists, fingertips, hands return to your sides. Talk about this set for just a second. And we'll get used to it because we're going to see this again. For this series, this is going to be the first thing that we do. Just as in all of the other classes I've been teaching for the last few years, we just do this one basic stretch, that outward stretch. All right, now we're going to combine that with these other two stretches. All of these, all of these stretches come from my study of Yang style Tai Chi with Huang Wenlun. These stretches were part of, it's not all of it, but these stretches were part of what we would do at the beginning of every class. Part of it is body conditioning, and part of it is an aspect of Qigong. As we do this outward circle and the inward circle, we are paying attention to the large heavenly circle from the Yung Chuan in the feet up through the back and back down. That that circle is one of three. We have a tiny heavenly circle on the lower Tantian, small heavenly circle through the torso, and the large heavenly circle. All right? As we stretch, part of the goal is to connect the breath and the movement so that the breath and the movement are well coordinated. This is a requirement. It's fundamental. If we don't connect the breath and the movement, what we end up with is being out of breath while we're moving. Okay, and that out of breath, I can't breathe, I'm huffing and puffing and doing, you can't circulate the energy that way. Your body gets tired. There's too many things that are just not going to be there. So one of the very first things we have to do is connect the breath. Look, I got the error message again. Let me see what is going on over here. Let me double check something here. Hang on. I will be right back. All right, fingers crossed. Still have the issue with the really lousy upload speed, and I don't know. I'd like to be able to do something about it, but AT&T doesn't want me to do anything about it, and they don't want to help. So that was my rant for this morning. I don't want to clutter this class with anything unrelated. There are times, but I really want to focus mostly on the things that we really need to pay attention to. All right, now, the issue with the connection and what you're seeing and what you can see, it affects this class. It does. And as many times as I have worked to, in many days, worked to try and resolve the problem on my equipment, there's a limit to what I can do. That idea, that I'm going to connect it here. Hang on. That idea that there's a limit to what I can do is something that belongs in this class. And I'm going to answer that in a minute. I talk about this all the time. What can I do today? Today. What can I do today? This stretch, I'm going to show you this, right? I'm here, open to the front, hands come up, reach out, bend over the legs, and here I am. Notice that my knees are bent. Okay, yeah, here, knees bent. Now, can I straighten my legs? Yeah. Do I want to? No. That's the best I can do, right? That limit, that's your limit, not, right? Maybe I can't go all the way over. I have been there. I've had injury and I've had situation where I wasn't practicing as much and I had to work back to it. That idea, recognizing what your limit is, knowing today this is what I can do, understanding that, and then working towards what you can improve so that tomorrow, you've got more options. That is the strategy, that is the approach to practice every single day. Okay? So, whether it's the lousy internet connection that AT&T has given me, or whether it's my own practice today, doesn't matter. What are the constraints? What are my limits? What do I have to work with? Knowing that gives you the ability to improve. If you don't know what the problem is, right? I don't know what the problem is. How can I fix it? That awareness, there's a problem. What is it? How do I find out what it is? How do I figure it out? And then how do I deal with it? What am I going to do? That is exactly what I'm doing right now. These stretches, right? We stretch out, we come back, and we go from side to side. I know that I need, ask my body, what do you need, body? I need to do some additional stretches. Here we are. We're going to do the leg stretch now. Little bit, not too much. So, right leg front, left leg back, and we want a very wide stance. Okay? This is low. All right? Back leg needs to be well planted. You got to place it. Because as we sink into that space between and push forward, this is going to open the hip. It's also going to increase the leg strength. Okay? So, we do want that wide stance. If I'm here, that's fine. I can open it up a little bit more. That's better. This leg, parallel, right? So as I work this stretch, my front leg parallel to the floor. That's your goal. Now, we're going to work on this. We're going to do this morning. All right. If you're here, that's fine. It's 45, give or take. Right? Open it up enough that you feel it. Back leg pushes and the knee is bent. It is not locked and pushing into your front leg. It's bent so that you can go down. Okay, so sink down as you push forward. Notice what happened to my knee in the back. It stayed bent. We want this to work the hip and the leg, right? Strengthen the leg, open the hip. Hold up through the torso. So at base of the torso, pull up. You have to go use the restroom, pull it up. Don't go. That group of muscles, pull up. That will open the hip. That supports the torso and opens the space between the leg and the hip. So you can actually do this. Okay? Right leg front, left leg back, at your height, right? Little bit of a bounce, not too much. It's not bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Push and sink, push and sink. As you push forward, open the back leg and sink. Push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Sink. And come on up. Change sides. Same thing. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Sink more. All right, now relax. I have the unfortunate error message is back. And if there was hang on a second, maybe. All right, I'm going to leave it alone. There's not anything obvious that I can see. One more try. Let me see if this will. I'm pretty sure it's the machine. Well, at least for a minute, we're going to have a better connection. The issue again is the upload speed, and I apologize for that. If I could get better, I would. I can't. They won't give it to me. I can't have it. The stretch that we just did, right? Part 2. And yeah, we're going to do this. I am going to use my hands for this first couple of sets. And as I get stronger, then I'll move this along. This This, very similar to what we just did. The leg strength and the ability to support the body with the torso, not on the legs, over the legs, makes all the difference in the ability to go up and down. Right? So in Bagua, we do go up and down. We want that. We want that ability. So in Tai Chi, we set the level for the most part. Wudang Tai Chi does a little bit up and down, not very much. Yan style Tai Chi stays the same level. Whatever you start, that's pretty much where you stay. Wudang style Tai Chi, again, we have a little bit of up and down, but not much. It's similar, set your level, stay there. Xingyi has, again, there's some moves that go up and down, but for the most part, Xingyi keeps the same level. We're here. Right? That's it. The angle of the front leg, the angle of the back leg, how high or how low, pretty much the same for all of our stepping methods, with the idea that, yeah, there are some things that we go up and down on. With Bagua, the only exception for that up and down is the first palm change. Hang on. I got to get my glasses. This error is causing me difficulty. That it's not giving me the all right, one more time. We try it again. It seems like every time I stop the stream and then start up again, it clears away whatever is stopping the feed from going out. And yeah, let me let me do that analysis another time. All right, just this part of the reason that I'm trying to make sure that this gets sorted out is that this is the first class for this series. The other part of it is that as I'm moving in Bagua, I am not moving slowly. Tai Chi has that nice, relaxed, let's flow, let's keep going. Xingyi has, I'm here, and now I'm going. Prompt and sudden. In Bagua, we have and go. Little bit, and go. And that term is something that I would really like to have properly recorded without the delay. All right. This second set with the legs, and I'm not going to spend as much time on this in the other, as we go forward. This is the first week of this series. So introducing some new things that are things that I've covered in other sessions, but not here. So I want to make sure that I get these things covered. All right, this other set that I'm talking about, we're going all the way down. That elevator, we're going to take that elevator and we're going to all the way down. All right, I'm going to be on my right leg. You're welcome to be on your right or your left. As I say, I'm going to use my hands to get down, and then we want to pay attention to keeping the back straight. It's not going to be, I'm going to be leaning, once I'm down there, probably going to be about here. So this needs to pull up so that my back is straight. The error message just reappeared. All right. I'm going to keep going anyway. I'm going to work on it after class. I'll work on it after class. All right, so. Yeah, there we go. All right. This heel needs to stay down. This heel is down. It's not up. Right? Notice, let me see if I can do this. There it is. My heel is up. That's wrong. It has to go down. That heel has to sit so you can sit on it. Right? No arms, no hands. Pull up through the torso. Drop the hip behind and pull up. Other leg. Oh my goodness. Other leg. Keep the heel down. And if you need to keep using your hands, do so. And push in. And push up. Okay. That, it's hard to do that. All right, this stretch is one that opens the leg, it requires leg strength, it requires holding strength through the hip, and it requires holding strength through the torso. It's not easy, and I'm pointing that out because, first of all, we need to recognize our limitations, right? That's been part of my discussion this morning, is recognizing those limitations. I'm going to try one more thing on this other machine over here and see if I can get the stream. Hang on. Hang on. All right, one more time on this other one. Hang on. All right, so, hey, I'm back. I'm going to keep going. All right, for a minute at least, I got the excellent connection back. It looks like there's, and this is analysis again, it looks like there's something that's trying to piggyback on my connection. And so it drains whatever bandwidth I've got, which is limited, and then causes you to have a bad experience in viewing. I'm sorry. I really would like to do something about it if I could. The exercise we just did, we're going to repeat that multiple times every day. That's every time, every session for Bagua. This is going to be the fundamentals, right? So we start out, just a review, basic stretch, right? We're going to start out over the legs, roll up, and I'm going to do this just to show. We did 3 times and 3 times inward. Right? And then to each side, left and right. Other side. come back to center. Leg stretch. This one's straight, right? Open the hip. And this one, all the way down. These basic sets will help to build the strength that we want and build some dexterity through the legs that we don't normally think about, but we want to be able to use. All right, I got it. I forgot I didn't take my glasses off. Well, now it says there's nothing there. Great. All right. With Bagua, we have stepping. I talked about Taiji stepping methods. I talked about Xingyi stepping methods. So with Taiji, we have a rolling step. We shift, and we shift, and we turn, and we go forward. With Xingyi, we have a prompt step. And the error message is back. All right, I will work on it later. I'm going to go slowly, and I'm going to keep going with the hope that, as I've seen in the past, the playback is okay. It's the live stream that's choppy. All right, so I'm going to slowly, hopefully. I'll work on it after class. All right. Bagua stepping method. So we got Tai Chi, we've got this nice rock back, and we go in and we come back, right? Xingyi is I'm going. Bagua has a very similar idea to Xingyi for sliding step. So we're going to work on this, right? That slide, and maybe you can kind of hear my foot across the carpet. You want that. Right? The position of the foot stays flat. No. Tai Chi stepping, heel transfer the weight. Bagua stepping, slide. This foot slides, right? So the other foot slides as well. This sink, push the foot out. Here, sink, push the foot out. That extension, I'm going to turn around. We're going to do this. I'll do a count, probably 10, each side. Keep the supporting leg bent, keep the knee bent. All we're going to do is push the foot out and pull it back. Push it out, pull it back. Push it out, pull it back. Keep the foot flat as you push it out. And as you bring it back. That dexterity with the foot is fundamental for Bagua. Everything we do has that sliding step. There's no don't. We don't do that. We don't have the rolling step. We don't have Xingyi stepping, right? Slide. There is an advantage in this stepping method that as we move, that slide gives us the ability to increase our speed. Tai Chi, If I want to move faster, I can. Is Tai Chi intended to move faster? Oh yeah, if you're going to use it, yeah. But we don't work on that as a fundamental practice. That ebb and flow, that nice back and forth, withdraw and extend, that's Tai Chi. Let's go forward, Xingyi. Bagua says, yeah, we can go forward, let's do that. Weight on the left, we're going to work the right foot. Right foot next to the left. Heels touch each other. And I'll talk about that again in a minute. All right, ready? On the left, and push the right out. 1, bring it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And on the right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As you pull the foot back, resist just a little bit. That will build strength through the hip and through the foot. That ability to move the foot in this manner depends on your ankle. Ankle has to be flexible so that as you move the foot, the ankle moves and opens, allowing your foot to slide. In walking the circle, we use this same step, but we add something, right? Sink, put my weight on the left, push the right foot out. As I transfer my weight through, the left comes to here. And I'm going to do this again. I'm here. Right here. See what I do with my foot? This one comes back and hooks. Not to the outside, not like you're trying to do a sweep. Slide and turn the foot. That same sliding step we just did, foot comes out straight. For the hook step, slide and hook. What that does, as we start walking the circle, is to turn the circle. One more time. And for the couple of minutes that we've got it, we're back. So there's something, analysis here, right? There's something that's running in the background on one of my two machines that's taking the bandwidth, and every time I drop the connection, it drops, and then it automatically starts up again. I have shut off everything that I know how to shut off, right? And whatever it is, and I've complained about this before, Microsoft takes over the connection and does whatever it wants to do with it. That difficulty. Now, how do I overcome this difficulty? What do I do about that? Huh? We got the same thing in practice, right? I talked about that at the beginning. I have a difficulty right now. I need to develop my strength in my leg, redevelop, because I used to be able to do this, redevelop the strength in my leg, my hip, and my torso so that I can go all the way down and come all the way back up. Not a problem. Didn't used to be a problem. I'm older now. What do I need to do to build up that strength? What's my analysis, right? That same thought process is part of what I use for what I'm doing with this computer systems and all the rest of it. What's the problem? Can I fix it? How do I fix it? Right? In practice, in our physical practice and our forms, identifying what the problem is. I'm here. Is a problem with supporting leg? Is it a problem with my hip over here? Where is the issue so that how I move, what I'm doing, can be improved. I'm back over here on this one now. Hang on. Hang on. Troubleshooting a live stream while we're on. Hey, this is fun. Not. But here we are. I am looking now for anything that I can turn off so that there might be just a little bit more bandwidth. And whatever might be taking over my connection might be turned off. Wishful thinking on my part, perhaps, but I'm doing it, and here we go again. Let's try that. Yeah, no. All right. I'm going to give it a minute. Wait, no, I'm not. Hang on. So, let me take glasses off here. Wait until whatever it is restarts itself, maybe, yeah? I don't know. This, I'm going to go, I'm going to work on this after class today again. The ability, and I'm going to use myself again this morning. The ability to keep going. Okay? Error message keeps coming back. I keep trying to solve it. I come back again. I try and solve it again. It comes back. I try and solve it. Keep trying. Keep trying. That effort, that I'm going to keep trying. If you want to learn any of the martial arts, if you want to learn any of the internal arts especially, that I've got to keep trying. You try, and you try again, and what can I do today? What can I do today? How can I do something today that might improve what I'm going to do tomorrow? How can I analyze what I'm doing? How can I pay attention to what I've got? And I'm seeing the color changes over here on this side that say that it's probably going to try and take over. Something's trying to take over my connection again. I really, 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 really would like Christmas in July. Send me a good connection. That's what I'd like to have. Just give me a decent connection that I don't have to struggle with. Hang on. I am gonna say something to the company about this. The company being AT&T, not my company, because I can't. I've asked, and getting. All right, one more time. Here we go. All right, it's a problem. It's a problem, and I said part of it is the connection. I know where the problem is now. Part of it is the connection, and part of it is Microsoft taking over my connection, taking over my machine to run its anti-malware program, which has taken up bandwidth and memory. It's intrusive, and it's causing a problem. If I had more bandwidth, then taking this much of it is not a problem. When all I've got is this much, and you take this much, there ain't nothing left. So I see the flashing light over here that's telling me that it's probably going to show up again. I apologize again. You can hear it in my voice. I'm really not happy with this. All right, so I'm going to try again. Keep going. Try and try again. We have to keep trying, right? The effort and that determination. I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep coming back to what I can do, and I'm going to keep trying to improve it. And there it went again. I'm going to continue with the idea that it's not going to get fixed during this session. I'm going to take another look at the machines. I'll take another look at what I've got. And I'm going to try and improve it so that tomorrow we don't have this, right? It's, as a teacher, having an outside influence, try and sneak in to take from what I have, I don't like that. I don't. That use of resources. What resources do you have? What resources do you have? Okay, that matters. It matters. That I have any connection. I have any kind of connection here is huge. Right? Being able to address the problem. Once you know what the problem is, now how do you address it? So, in practice, what do? We do it again, right? Everything comes back to let's do it again. All right. Now, this stepping method that we're talking about, I'm going to go back to that. I'm going to go slowly. I'm going to work on the connection after a bit. All right, so I'm here. Feet together. And I want to talk about this for a second too. This, right here, feet together. As my foot comes through, I want it to brush my other foot. The feet stay very close together through this step. In Tai Chi, right? Front foot here, back foot here. As I pull my foot back, I want space between my feet. In Xingyi, my front foot's turned just a little tiny bit so that my toes are on the same line as my heel. In Bagua, the feet stay together. This doesn't go out here. Even when I hook, when I come around to hook the foot, slide here, then hook. All right? That friction, we use that. We want to be able to use that. All right. Sliding step. Feet together. We're going to do this, yeah. Feet together. Bend the knees. Open the hip. Keep the back straight. Start with the right. Slide. 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn around. And I put my hand there so you can see that this isn't moving. This doesn't move. This is what moves. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. As we move, and I didn't do anything with my hands either. That forward motion drives from the back foot. So as I push through here, as this foot slides, I want to push with the back leg. Slide. Push through the back foot. And we're going to do this again. Feet together. Pay attention to the back foot. Push yourself forward as your foot slides. Right? Reach out with the leg. Try not to bring the heel up. I'm going to keep the foot down. So even as you push forward, that sense of the flat foot, that front foot grabs and holds once you set it down. That's the push for the next step. Let's do this one more time. No hands. Sink. Right, left, right, left. Turn around. Again, we start with the left. Left, right, left, right. It does go fast. It does. This method. Practice over and over and over again. Develop the dexterity in the hip and the ankle to keep the foot flat to move the leg under you so that, right here, I'm exaggerating, but this doesn't happen, right? Set, extend. 1, 2, 3. I started to turn there. The quiet that we keep through the torso matters to how we can maneuver and how we're able to execute the turns. We're not moving slow. Bagua does not move slowly. We don't move slowly in Bagua, which is part of the reason that I'm really annoyed with the connection, because I need to be able to move faster. And if I've got this try again. Whatever it is that's running in the background that's taking over my connection, come on back. It's Monday. It's Monday. That's the ticket. It's Monday. It's just Monday, and it'll all be good next week. It'll all be good it'll all be good tomorrow. It'll all be good. It'll all be good. All right. Just try one more time. I have adjusted some settings. The footwork is critical to being able to move. Okay? The hand positions, all of the turns, all of the things that we do in Babwa, which I've just shown a little bit, and we're going to work on this, are dependent on the footwork. So if we're going back and forth, if we're leaning, right? If I'm doing this, right? That lean backward, you can't do it. You won't be able to move, right? Center here. This moves under you. 1, 2, 3. The more you practice, the better you get at it. We're going to do another set right now that goes to this hook step that I was talking about. So we have, I'm going to step out here for a second so I can do this. So I'm going to turn this way, and we're going to talk about this. Going this way. My right foot slides straight, the left foot hooks. Right foot straight, left foot hooks. Right foot straight, left foot hooks. This stepping method. Come around, step, turn, slide, right? One of the, and it's back. One of the ways that we develop this step is what I'm going to show you right now. It's crab walk, nicknamed student gait. All right, and basically that's what it is. All right, so we're going to do this. I'm here. Turn, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. Now, why am I paying attention to this? Because this is what we use in Bagua. This is how we close the step. Come around and close. And go back the other way. That stepping method gives us the turn, and it gives us the ability to build up and we're back. my day. Not my day. All right, for the time that we have, well, it's good. Hook step. Slide hook. This foot comes out and hooks. All right, with me. We're going to try this. And the only way this works is if you actually turn the circle. Okay? You can't do this hook step and go straight. So, sorry. Got distracted by the lousy connection. We're going to do this crab walk. Okay, feet together, stand straight. Left foot starts, left foot turns to the outside. Okay? You want the toes to point behind you. Right here. This is where we want to end up. Yes. This, pay attention to this. Here, as my foot closes, set. This doesn't change. Okay. So, no. Yes. This sets up your base as a triangle. Right here. Both heels push out, knees straight down, hold through the hip, hold through the torso. You can still turn, right? Let's do this again. Feet together, stand straight, hands at your sides. We're not doing anything with the hands right now. Open, come around and close. Turn the heel. And their message is back. I'm going to keep trying for just a little bit more. All right. So, stepping method. As I've turned this foot out, turning the hip, bring this around. Here's the hip, here's the leg. Hip, leg. Hip stays straight, leg turns. Open the leg, come around again. Open, close. Open, close. Open, close. As we develop our turning skills, as we develop the placement, as we develop the ability to move through each of the steps, we need to pay attention to being well placed, in balance, and we need to make sure that the body is straight and able to turn. Okay? So if you're leaning here, you can't turn. It ain't going to happen. This has to be straight. Shoulders turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Right? And I'm going to keep it a little bit slow so that more of the video gets out to the stream. I'll work on the technology so that we can move this a little bit more quickly. And I'm going to show that right now. Just hands behind my back. Just watch for a second. Legs only. Right? This turn and come back. Open, close. Open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. Go back the other way. Pay attention to the direction. Okay, and I'm going to go quickly. Oh, each time you turn, focus where you are. It's the only way you can keep from getting dizzy. That I'm here, right here. I'm going to look behind myself as I turn. That focus, paying attention to which direction you're going, doesn't matter, all right? As we turn, and this is, as we turn, the head goes first. Just a little. Okay? So I'm going to start my turn. Right here. Start my turn. Start my turn. Head goes first. Everything else follows. That technique is from dance. That's where I learned it anyway. It's called spotting. Pick a spot. That's what you're going to focus on. If you do not do this, you will get dizzy. You just let your head go and then you will get dizzy. There is no two ways about it. It doesn't matter how much you practice, you're going to get dizzy. You have to spot. Turn. Look. That focus not only matters for the turn, so you don't get dizzy, matters for the martial art too. That's the direction that we're going. All right. Let's do this slowly. Open, close, right? Open. This turns out in the hip. This is not me just turning my foot. This is turn the leg in the hip. Right? Little twist. Turn the leg. Bring the body around. Turn the leg and turn. That spin comes around the supporting leg. So, eyes, body straight. Pay attention to your supporting leg as you turn. Now I'm going to start this way. Feet together, stand straight. Doesn't matter where your hands are right now. We're going to do hands in just a second. Alright, ready with the left. Open, close. Open, close. Open, close. Open, close. Open, close. Open, close. Each time, plant it. One more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the closet. That, put it down, stick the foot, matters. As we step, as we're walking the circle, right here, close, go back the other way. If I don't stick to foot, if I'm not well placed, not going to happen. I can move more slowly. And this is not so much, it's not a big deal, right? If I'm trying to move more quickly, I'll show you this. looking at the error message, and I'm looking at the flashy lights over here, and it's telling me that it's still a problem. And it's still a problem. All right, this turn. All right, if I'm not paying attention to where I'm looking, if I don't bring my body with me, I'm going to hold my hips. My hips are not going to come around with me. All right? Okay. Open. Open. You see that jerky kind of thing where I'm not bringing the hip around? That makes all the difference. This has to move. In the sliding step, think about somebody's behind you and they're pushing you. Right here. Push. Take your hips with you. They need to go. Shoulders over the hips. Take the hips with you as you step. All right, I'm going to review all of this. This is this week's class, so we're just getting started. I'm going to review all of this again tomorrow. Hopefully with a better connection. All right. Meantime, just a little bit on the hand methods because we need to pay attention to what the hands are or are not doing. In Bagua, we have, I talked about this, that we're using the palm. This motion, we use that extensively. Palm comes out, palm circles. Everything in Bagua is a circle. So Xingyi works a straight line, some turns. Mostly it's a straight line. Taiji, circles along a straight line. Babwa, circles on a circle. Circle, and we're going to work on this. Right? I've got a circle. I'm going to do one more time. Circle. Close and go back the other way and turn the circle. Each palm change has this method at the beginning. So we're walking and we turn, we close. Then we do something. In the first palm change, at the very beginning, feet together, stand straight. Open the left, turn right, and look behind yourself. Now, I talked about this turning thing, right? We're going to turn all the way around. Feet go this way. Look behind you. Feet together, stand straight. Open the left, step with the right, close the right, look behind. What am I doing with my hands? Right here. That's it. This is where my hands end up. This hand, below the armpit. The name of this move is actually hiding flowers in the armpit, or under the armpit. Flowers. Hi. Right? This hand, the upper hand, protects this side. Both hands, as we turn, this idea that the hands are parallel, right? No, no, yep. Straight. Always a little bit of space here. I could pick one. As we close here, This is where we want to end up. So from here, right here, turn and look behind you. Twist. That twist along that straight line that I was talking about. If your back isn't straight, if you're leaning, you can't turn. It ain't going to happen. The hip will stop you. Now you can't. Back straight. Try and pay attention, keeping this. I tend to drop my elbow. Try and keep it straight. As this comes through, the idea is that this hand on the other side, right? Both sides. Right? Here. Here. Either one. We want this idea of carrying the arms through. Carry through. Turn and look behind. I haven't given this yet. This is the first palm change. I'm going to slow it down because it's the morning for the lousy connection it is. All right? And the challenge, right? All right. One more time. One more time. The effort. Okay? This effort right now. This effort. That and takeaway from this is not the difficult. What I want you to take away from this, right, is not the difficulty that I'm having. It's the persistence to come back and keep trying. That persistence is what will make or not your practice. That persistence is what makes or not a champion. Right? So, I can't do this. I'm going to quit. Well, I have thought about quitting a couple of 3 times this morning already. And I can't. The connection problem is just so annoying. But if I quit, none of this will happen. There won't be anything. Not even the part where there's a good connection. That won't be there. It'll all be gone. It won't exist. It wouldn't have happened. That sense of, I'm going to keep trying. And I'm going to try again. And I'm going to try again. Is something that has given me my practice over the years. That today, all right, tomorrow, I'm going to come back tomorrow. Right? That sense of, what do I need to do? What can I do? Come back, try again. And we keep trying. The only way that we fail is to not keep trying. Okay? This is still not working, still not doing what it should be doing, still having an issue. This machine over here seems to not be sending the video. This one shows me that it's not getting out there. Again, I have a sense of where the problem is. I've tried to fix it a couple of times. I'm going to try again. Persistence. Come back and try again. That will make or break your practice. If you don't try, if you don't keep trying, that's failure. Continuing to try, maybe not being quite as successful. I've tried several times, I wasn't successful. Try several times. I keep trying. I'm going to try again. Eventually, I'm going to get it. Either going to get a better connection, I'm going to get the settings sorted out again, so that whatever is going on doesn't interfere with what I'm trying to do. That mindset, and I'm talking a lot because the connection is showing me that it's bad. And if I'm moving, you're not going to see it. So I'm going to talk a little bit more. This so I know that whatever it is that's taken over my connection, it needs a minute. So I get a good connection here for a second, and then I gotta fiddle with it because it starts taking over again. Right? That's something that I'm going to work on later. One more thing today, and then I'm going to end class. I will be going over all of this every day this week. So please, be persistent. Come back tomorrow. One more thing today. This hand arm position. As we turn, I'm here. This is the opening. I'm around here. No. Yeah. Both hands open. Foot opens. Here. Open. Hands here. Open. And then we'll turn over. Again, I'm going to cover this again tomorrow. The turning here goes with the waist. Here. Twist. And twist more. Upper hand. Fingers not higher than your shoulder. You're going for the middle tantien right here as this comes around. Lower hand across the front to the hip. Hip and at the same height as the hip, but as the body turns, focus on the connection to the lower tantien. Here. See where my hand is? Looks different here, doesn't it? Both hands. No. No. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. No? Yes. This is Taiji. This is Xingyi. This is Bagua. Hit the middle. The extending hand goes to the center of the circle. So as we're walking, this hand sticks there, stays to the center. It's in some ways as if you put the hand there and walk around it. Right? This is walking the circle. This is what we're going to practice quite a lot, actually. There are limits to what I can do in this room. I still haven't fixed the car, so I can't move it yet. Working on that. This turn let's do this together a couple of times. I'm going to close just the arms. Feet about shoulder width apart. Turn to the left, right hand under, look behind you. Aye. This stays solid. So as you turn, keep your legs solid. Both legs, turn. Turn, open, and to the other side. Turn left, come around to the other side. Turn again, come around to the other side. Turn left, right hand up and around. And come around. The turn here is a circle. Larger or smaller, it's still a circle. This is not a straight line. It's here. That turn that we're doing at the beginning, that new one, this one. Right? Legs need to stay open and solid in the position. Right? This pushes out, this pushes in, this pushes back, this pushes forward. That opposition sets up a very strong stance to hold through the legs and extend the body upward. And we do have that kind of a motion in the second set. I'm going to stop here for today. Everything I did today, I'm going to review again tomorrow. Work on the connection. See if I can't get whatever it is that's trying to run in the background to stop. So that instead of this error message and choppy, blocky stream, you get something that's a lot cleaner and easier to watch. I appreciate that you were here today. I thank everybody that has been with me for this morning. Appreciate your persistence in putting up with the lousy stream. And like I said, I'm going to work on it. I will be back tomorrow. Babwa started today, starts this week. Probably 16 weeks. 2 weeks for each turn. Well, we'll move a little bit slowly at first. So I'm going to go over all of the stepping methods, all of the turning methods, the palm methods, all this week. These are the foundations. If you're turning, right, this is footwork. If this isn't solid, when you bring the hands with, you'll fall over, right? You will throw yourself off balance. This is not slow movement. Bagua doesn't move slowly. So, if I'm here and I'm going to open toward you, I can't do that unless I plant. Open the other way. Open away from you. That twist, if my feet are not well placed, I can't do it. I will throw myself off balance. It's not gentle. Yeah. That kinetic energy, we use that. We use that a lot in Bagua. We want to be able to build that. If the body's not well placed, if the feet are not well placed, that process of building and bringing in and using that kinetic energy that we're really trying to use in Babwa, it's not there. Everything that I teach, foundations are essential. If you don't have the foundations, you're not going to get any further. With class today, I have focused on the physical movement for the footwork, focused on a little bit this turning through the waist, and this part of the first palm change. As we move along, things will get faster. Okay? So that as we're turning, as we're moving, we have, I'm just show you, second palm change. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go to the left. No, I'm not. Turn to the left, close, come around open. Second palm change. Being able to come up and down, I talked about that at the beginning. We use that. A twist, turning. Where am I? Where's my focus? As I come around, none of this is slow motion. I am going to slow it down as we're learning. It's the only way you learn, right? Got to slow it down. What am I really doing here? And I'm going to talk a lot more, pay a lot more attention to breathing. Talked about that at the beginning. And this use of the waist. The space between the ribs and the hips that gives us this turn. Bagua is twisted. Circles on a circle on a circle. Makes it very dynamic. It also makes it a little bit more difficult compared to some of the other arts to learn. Give yourself that space. Acknowledge that, yeah, this is not easy, and it's not easy. It's even more not easy trying to do it on video. Okay? Give yourself that space that, yeah, it's going to take a minute. Right?